I made an internet friend, shout out Ari if you haven't watched this, and I was having a Zoom call with her the other day, and it was so funny. I told her that I live in Canada, and she was like, "Oh, okay, wait, so that makes sense, because then you can show off your outfits on YouTube. Like, it's like an opportunity for you to show off your fashion." And I was like, wait, why did I literally not think about that? It's so true because here it's so cold. It's starting to get warmer. Spring is definitely around the corner. But oh my goodness, this winter was so brutal. I was so just not feeling good mentally. I was going through a lot. And I definitely think that part of that was the weather and not being able to do as many outdoor activities and stuff. I was just going through it on every level. But I've come out of it on the other side and I feel a lot better. And I think YouTube has been a part of that, being able to create more and being able to connect with people, even if it's online, has been amazing. And also just like keeping up with my hot yoga practice. I don't know if I've shared, actually, I definitely have shared my yoga practice with you, but I find that's something that really has kept me grounded throughout this winter because it's hard. It's hard. You really feel, especially if you live alone, if you're a younger person, or if you don't even necessarily have to be a younger person, if you live alone, or I do have roommates, but I still just keep to myself. It can be very isolating and it can be very lonely. And if you're introverted, even more so, like extroverts, I think just naturally have that desire to just be social and be around people. Whereas me, I definitely have embraced my introvertedness this winter. And I think that is actually an amazing thing because I think I always was so confused and I was like, how do you know if you're an introvert? I don't even believe that you can be an introvert or an extrovert. And I still believe that it works on the spectrum, but I do think I definitely fall more into the introverted side of the spectrum unless my extrovertedness comes out when I'm with someone that I really trust. And yeah, that's what I would say. If it's like an actual connection relationship that I've built with that person, then you'll see my extroverted side. But if it's just a random person out, then it's just not gonna happen. They're not gonna see the real me. And I guess also no one ever really sees the real you. Because you're always kind of like shifting and molding yourself according to who you're talking to, right? It's just a thing that happens with us. But yeah, but I think there's definitely people who they just feel like a safe place. They feel like a person that like you can be like your real self, you can be your true self, or as close as you can get to it around other people and be like, I feel loved and I feel accepted. And I think that's great. And I think that's where I want to take my life for this next season of life. And with spring coming up, spring starting essentially pretty soon, I think I really value friendship and connection and love and intimacy. And I've had a tendency throughout my life to block those blessings and feel as though I wasn't deserving of them. And I think that's truly why for so many years of my life I wasn't in a relationship. I just felt so scared of getting hurt. Like I was so scared of getting hurt, and I was like, the only person I can really trust is myself. I'm just gonna do me and whatever. And I really thought that I was like eating it up, you know what I'm saying? Like I thought I was actually on the right track because I was so independent. I still am very independent, but I realized subconsciously I was blocking blessings because even there were assumptions that I was making about people. And there was a lot of trauma and just bad experiences that I had that made me really put up a wall. that I wasn't even maybe aware of. And I even the people that I would talk to romantically, there was always this, I would never fully let my walls down because I would always be like, they could hurt me. And so it was always very kind of playful and like nonchalant. And I was really good at that. Like very good at just not caring. And then when someone would come around and like actually try to get to know me and just be straight to the point and whatever, I would be like, what? Like, and then you come up with all these excuses like, oh, they're too forward or they're too blah blah blah. And it's no, I think that's maybe just me not allowing other people to love me, and I think I'm ready for that. I'm ready to feel love and actually build something with someone, because yeah, life is short and it's a beautiful experience. I know that my person is out there, and when I was more optimistic about love, I'd always think, oh, I wonder what my person is doing right now, like where they are in the world and what they're doing. And I guess I still wonder that, and I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm so optimistic about it now to meet someone and let them in finally, because I am ready for something. I am ready for love, you know what I'm saying? And it took me a while to get here, I won't lie, because I wanted to be better for myself so that when someone came around, then I was like, okay, I'm good now. I'm good for you. And I have that inner knowing, and I can tell if this is a good thing or if it's just a person who's trying to take advantage of me and my open-mindedness. So I think now with this inner knowing that I've unlocked, I feel like now I have a much better ability to differentiate, but not discriminate. Differentiate between someone who genuinely is curious about me and wants to explore things with me from a good place versus someone who's just trying to say the right things to have access to me. Yeah, I think that's been a really special thing. And I'm like also just thinking, okay, with this new gift that I have, with this new kind of discernment that I have, oh shit, why not use it? Why not use it to actually to allow more love in my life, because that is the purpose of life. And yeah, it's the purpose for me, at least, genuinely. And everything that I do, it's great and I'm happy where I am, and I don't need anything else, but I would love in my life. And I think it would help me grow even more, because it would challenge me. Because when I am by myself, there's no one forcing me to do anything. And I have my opinions and I have my perspective and my outlook on life, and that's not being challenged. Whereas if I am with someone, they're gonna challenge me to think. They're gonna put me in situations where I have to compromise with them, and that's something that I'm ready to do. And yeah, so I'm really excited. I'm so excited about this. Yeah, and I'd love to hear from you as well, and how you've been doing and your experience in terms of love and allowing people in. Has that been something that's been natural for you, or was that something that like you had to work towards and then eventually you started to see these relationships blossoming? Or is that something you're having trouble with right now? I'd love to hear from you, and we can chat about it in the comments below. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Watch the last video if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.